So this time I'm going to show you a stretch that is linked with most hip problems, because the hip tends to be stuck in kind of flexion and internal rotation. And you're going to want to stretch the rectus femoris, which is part of the quad muscle, and a bit of the TFL, which is part of the IT band. But mainly you're also going to stretch all the fascia in front of the hip. And you can see that the rectus femoris attaches just there. And more importantly, there's also the psoas muscle, which is this one. And then here it's been cut. So it's going to, you're really targeting not so much this part of the leg, but you're targeting quite high up into the hip. So the way to do that is you hold on to your kitchen counter or a desk. But let's say you're wanting to do the right leg, you're going to do a lunge position where you're going to go actually quite wide. You want to stabilize yourself with a hand. And the main thing you want to do is you want to verticalize your pelvis. So what it effectively does is it brings the hip in extension. So if you're like that, if your pelvis is too much like that, you're not going to feel any stretch. So you tilt the pelvis vertical, and just by doing that, you're going to feel a pull quite high up into there. And then once you actually feel the pull, you're going to glide horizontally on the front leg. And you glide until you feel that pull there. You don't want your body to be turned towards the table. You want to turn kind of away from it, so you really feel that pull there. And you take a deep breath in. You hold it, and on the out breath, again, you just gently bounce forward. You should really feel the pull there. As you can see, my knee is not straight, and I've taken the heel slightly off the table. So if I do it on this side, so you can see, once you're like that, if your head is straight, you're going to feel it pulling in the calf. So you bend your foot just and the knee just a little bit so it doesn't pull in the calf, and then you tilt your pelvis vertically. Then you're going to feel it at the front of the leg, and once you feel it, you just gently glide forward. You don't go downwards, you go forward. And that's a very good stretch for the psoas, rectus femoris, and all the fascia at the front of the hip.